Howdy guys, welcome to the cave. I'm Mark, and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Hey guys, welcome back. So in this series, I'm going to be building the USS Missouri BB-63. I'm not going to show you this step by step. This will be just a update style build. This does have photo etch. I may show some things, but not a whole lot. This is only a 1/700 scale. And as you can see, if I bring this close enough for you to see what I'm doing, a lot of it is not in screen. So this is why it's going to be an update style build. This is the Missouri here. Seems fairly easy to do. I've never done photo etch before, so that could get quite interesting. I've done some figuring out of exactly what they're asking to do because it's not explained completely proper. There's no real instructions on the photo etch stuff. So this is what's going to happen, and hopefully you enjoy. So once I've got some stuff done, I'll come back and I'll show you what I've got. Okay guys, bit of an update for you. So going through the instructions, obviously following them step by step. First one was the forward gun barrels, 16-inch gun barrels, right? Now, I've also gone through references, and all the references that I've found, they have these little metal boxes on the side. They're actually bolted on. I mean, this is a little small to get that detailed. I still got to round them off just a little bit. Okay, I had to take off the gun barrel from the deck. Camera just didn't want to focus in. But I don't know if you can see that. I textured the gun barrel bags that go around the barrel and seal against the turret. I'm going to try and fill at the very top there. As you can see, there's still 3 little gaps. Now again, I was saying right here is these things. I'm not sure what they are, but they are little square boxes bolted to the side of the turrets on the original ship. So this detail was missing, so I added that on. I still got to clean them up a bit. And let's see if I can focus in on this photo etch here for you. So you can kind of see the photo etch right here. There's one piece here. There's one piece here. So I got to finish those up a little bit, but so I got to finish that up. Now I left these loose for now so that I can paint under the deck, but I just want to get a pre-assembly in, and that just simply presses in there, allows them to rotate. So I've got the forward deck done so far, and I just left the turret loose so that I can paint it, take it apart and paint it. I've got the rear deck pretty much done, as far as the turret anyways, according to the instructions. This turret has the 15 millimeter guns on the, I believe they're 15 millimeter guns up top of the turret. So that's where I'm at with that. Now, as far as the hull, I've got the nose piece put on, sanded smooth. Now this side wasn't bad, the bottom wasn't bad, but this side had a bit of an indent on it where the joint was, so I filled that in. And to fill that in, I used this putty here, and I explained this stuff a bit more in my 69 Dodge Daytona race car diorama series that I'm doing. So I'll put a link up in the corner here for you so that you can go check that out, and explains this stuff here and why I use it. So anyways, sanded down here a little bit. There was a small wave, so I got that out. Injection pin mark here and here. I still got to fill this one a little bit more. It's just a couple little impression waves that shouldn't be there, so I got rid of them. And there was a couple back here. Same thing. Now this here, once I did the putty, I sanded it down with 240. And then from there, what you're trying to do is sand out those 240 scratches, and I used 320. Now normally you would continue on 400, 600, 800, 1000, get everything nice and smooth. But I'm going to be priming this with a high build primer. So I'm just going to stop it at 320 for now. Now, as far as the upper deck, I've smoothed out because there's a little bit of texture off and on here and there. It must be from the mold itself. I may have to do a little bit of putty work right here. You can see an impression there and an impression right there that shouldn't be there. This side here is the same thing. You can see a bit of an impression there, a little bit there. You can see that shiny indent, one right there too. That's about all I found for impressions that shouldn't be there. It's just plastic shrinkage when they make the molds and inject everything. So anyways, I'm going to fill those, but I think what I'm going to do is put these together first and see how well they glue together, and maybe fill some gaps because I can feel a ridge here. So if I'm going to fill this gap, if there is any, I may as well just do that at the same time and sand it all smooth. Same thing on this side. This side's not too bad. Oh, right there. See, there's a lip there, so I want to sand that down. But I may be able to correct it a bit. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, that's where this is at. So that's just a quick little update of where I'm at. And I'll keep working on this. And when I've got some more done, maybe once it's primed, I'll come back and show you where I'm at. Okay, guys. I've done some work. And I tell you what. Primer is the biggest tattletale. Let me show you what I mean. Thought I did pretty good, actually. But once you prime things, yeah, a big old line right through there. Now, granted, I didn't use putty yet. It's all the way down, pretty much both sides. I mean, there's some spots that don't have it, but now underneath, I got rid of that one pin mark that was here and the seam. Now, where I did use that putty, you can't see the joint of that nose piece. Right? So obviously, once I use the putty on here, it's going to end up just as good. Now you can still see this pin mark right here a little bit, so I'll touch that one up. But I'm going to mix up some putty, and I'm going to smear that, sand that, and reprime it, and I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I've got everything all puttied up and reprimed, and well, as you can see, there are no more seam lines. Now the only thing I do have is this tiny little spot right here. Other than that, there's nothing here. And as you can see, even the one that's back here, that was here, that one's gone now. So next thing I'm going to end up doing is paint off this hull so that it's ready and done. Something else I've got done, I think I showed you these before. I got the 2 turrets done. So they're looking pretty good as well. I have them off right now. Now I also went even further here. I put in these 2 guns and these 13 guns. Nothing back here yet. Put these pieces in right here as well. And from what I can tell, they are some sort of life rafts or whatever. There's some on the sides of the turrets. They have them wired down from what I can see. As you can see, there's 2 there. There's 2 on that side. Each turret has them. And they have them wired down in the reference photos. And there's some stuff inside of them kind of thing, like some sort of survival packs or whatever. So I do believe that's what they are, is life rafts. Of course, there's no names or anything on the instructions. On the front, I have these 6 guns put in. The 2 here and 2 here. I've got the front 2 put on with the antenna. So these here are going to get painted as well. I just got to double check what they are and where the paint stops and starts and everything else. Now remember, I am doing the 1944 version, 1945 version type thing. So from everything I can find, the decks are kind of a sea, like a sea blue kind of thing. Kind of a gray blue color to it. So that's what's going to end up happening. I started getting ready the crane in the back. So on the back here, there is 2 airplane launching rails, right? 1 on each side. There is also the crane that lifts the spotter plane out of the water when it's time for them to return. And then there are 2 of these guns. I believe they are 20 millimeter. And they go on the back here. So I'll put these pieces on after I paint the deck. While I'm at it, I'll probably paint this section of the deck as well. It'll be easier to paint it now because afterwards all the superstructure will be on there and it'll be a lot harder to paint. So if you like what I'm doing, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more of me building this ship, let me know down in the comments. Right now I'm just doing an update style. If you want to see more of the actual building, let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button and definitely hit that like button if you like what's going on here. Hitting that like button just helps out with the algorithms and puts this video out there for other people to see. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I post more videos. Don't forget to check out my Facebook and my Instagram. I like to post things on Instagram more often so that you can get a little more of an in-depth view of what I'm doing and things that are going on. Not to mention probably some sneak peeks of stuff that you haven't seen yet. So, until next time, later.